trucks and tractors, and is a key part of MAHLE Industries. MAHLE is a very large supplier of gaskets in the aftermarket under the brand name MAHLE Original Gaskets. Bill McKnight is a big part of MAHLE's aftermarket team and knowledgeable when it comes to MAHLE's product line. With the recent change to MAHLE Original Gaskets, I thought who better to bring in than Bill if we want to talk about gaskets, so welcome, Bill.
Well, thanks, Alex. Not quite 10 years ago, the group you know as MAHLE Aftermarket was essentially acquired from Dana. Dana was in bankruptcy and needed to divest themselves of assets to pay their creditors. The MAHLE original piston rings in your car, the Clevite engine bearings in your Joey Arrington engine, those were Dana companies that MAHLE purchased. Along with the manufacturer, MAHLE also bought the aftermarket sales, marketing, and product management team from Dana. Many of us have been doing what we do today for years. We've just been with MAHLE the last 10 years.
Okay, let's get to gaskets as part of this discussion.
Well, short and simple. We had a license from Dana to sell Victor Reinsch brand gaskets in North America for 10 years, and that license expires November 1st, 2016. We will go our own way forward in the gasket business without the Victor Reinsch brand after that date.
Okay, so what does that mean for our customers, Bill?
Really not much, Alex. Since we've done all the product research, constructed all the bills of materials, handled all the procurement, packaging, cataloging, distribution, tech support, training, and marketing, the brand changed to MAHLE Original and life goes on.
Well, you make it sound pretty simple.
It is, Alex. All the part numbers stay the same. The gaskets look the same because in virtually every case, the source is the same. The box is blue and white. The catalog is the same. Our coverage stays the same, and our commitment to form, fit, and function, just like the OE, stays the same. But our brand is now MAHLE Original.
Bill, can you outline the scope of the MAHLE Original Gasket line to us?
Alex, our line consists of about 9,000 actual part numbers. Our primary target is vehicles sold in North America in amounts over 25,000 units. Late model 1990 and newer cars and trucks are the largest part of the line, but we do cover many older vehicles too.
How does that number stack up in the gasket business?
Very well, Alex. We benchmarked the only other full-line supplier in North America, and we have roughly 1,200 SKUs that are exclusive to us that they don't have. Now, a good bit of that coverage is in two key areas: European vehicles and diesel engines for pickup trucks. Depending on where you live, one or the other of these might be big to your business.
That's impressive, Bill. Now what about ag and industrial engines? You know I live in the San Joaquin Valley in California, and ag and HD is huge in my area.
We do have lots of coverage for Deere, Case IH, International Harvester, Cummins, Mack, Navistar, Continental, etc. But I'm sure if you check with your neighbors up there in the valley, they'll say we don't have enough.
Yeah, you're right there, Bill. It seems like in my neighborhood, every other farmer or rancher is restoring antique tractors as a hobby. So what are they supposed to do about gaskets for those antiques?
Well, if we don't have them, the first place I send folks is Olson's Gaskets in Port Orchard, Washington. They've been around for years, and they start their coverage where we leave off. Tell your neighbors they can be found on the internet.
Well, good tip, Bill. I'll remember that one. I have something else I want to ask you, and our time is getting away from us, so here it goes. I've heard the guys on the gasket team talk to you about MIS sets, bragging about adding new ones, talking about how complete ours are. So can you explain exactly what they're talking about?
Well, while there are no industry standards on set contents, most of us gasket suppliers match each other pretty closely on valve cover sets, oil pan sets, and manifold sets. We came to realize over a decade ago that an intake manifold set really didn't have all the parts needed on R&R and intake. We then identified 28 problematic engines that had the intake removed very often. For each of these, we did the research needed to identify every gasket, seal, and O-ring required to R&R the intake. We created these MIS sets from a normal set to supply all those materials.
We're out of time again, Bill, but one last question on the MIS sets. They cost more, correct? So how do you get techs to spend more money for a gasket set?
Well, if the job requires the seal or the gasket and it's not in the MS set, you got two choices. You can stop what you're doing and go to the dealer and hope they've got it, or you can take a chance and use the old seal over it. What do you think, Alex?
Well, obviously time is money, so I don't want to shut down the job just to go to the dealer. But if I use the seal over again and it leaks, well, it's my fault. So I think I get your point, Bill. Thanks so much for coming in, and I hope you'll visit us again soon.
I sure will, thanks.